Disc rot, is it a thing? Is it not a thing? Over the past week, there has been a huge discussion about disc rot on Twitter because some unknowledgeable person said that digital releases of movies are always going to reign supreme because you don't have to worry about disc rot. And of course, thousands of people responded to prove him wrong. I'm here today to share my collection of my favorite movies that I know that still work today. And the first one that I want to start off with is Fight Club. This has always been one of my favorite releases, just because it looks like you just received a project from Project Mayhem. And it slides out, you get some really cool artwork of Brad Pitt and Edward Norton. And of course, like a lot of special releases, you get the booklet that explains the film, right? Talks about the film. Just really cool. As far as like releases like this that were special edition, I would never like go out and buy these at full price. A lot of times I would wait for the Best Buy $10 or $5 sale, and I would just load up. I mean, that was like perfect at the time because it was, you know, I started to have a little bit of money in my pocket, make $100 a week at the KB toy store that I was working at. So it was like perfect to go and like blow money on movies for like every week that I got paid. So this was one of those releases that I got. Next one is Terminator 2, all-time like top 5 favorite movies. I've probably watched this dozens of times. Disc rot is not a factor with this, as you will see in the clip. I mean, come on, like, looks like the T-1000 morphed right into your DVD collection. Picture of Arnie on the front, and just like Fight Club, a booklet, right? A really thick booklet too. You know, talks about all the features. I mean, it just felt so premium back then. Like, you would spend $10. You know, maybe if you bought it full price, $20. And this was like a common special edition release. You know, just an all-time favorite for me. And, you know, I've always really loved this film. Just, again, I would make jokes with my friends about the sound his grenade launcher would make, you know, the little floop. Just always really fun, right? And I know it still works today. The next one is the Dawn of the Dead. I bought this simply for the fact that, kind of looks like my head on the top right there. Let's see. I bought this because I had never seen Dawn of the Dead. It was just something that I wanted to watch. This was maybe one of the more expensive ones that I bought at Suncoast for like 40 or 45 bucks. I can't really remember. It's been that long. I mean, you can see the age, right? It's not something I just like recently bought. And then when I opened it up, it had like 4 versions of the film: the European version, theatrical version, right? Just really premium release that I didn't really expect to be. And then, of course, this was like the really cool surprise is that you got the comic book with it. I mean, how cool is this, right? 40 bucks. Loved it. And it's lasted this long. It still works. I've always made sure that I kept this one. I didn't like sell it or like let somebody borrow it. I think a friend did want to borrow it. I didn't want to let them. So, Dawn of the Dead, right? And of course, I didn't bring the whole collection up here. I just brought, you know, literally one of my favorites is season 3 of The Simpsons. But what DVD collection is complete without The Simpsons? I mean, come on. I'm a big fan of The Simpsons. Love watching it over and over again on sick days that I'm tired from work. I can always laugh at gags I've never seen before, gags I've seen hundreds of times. I mean, this is like perfect. And just really good memories, like watching this like at home on a portable DVD player, driving around LA with my parents. And 25 years later, it still works. Again, season 3, just for the color, season 5 for the red, always one of my favorites. And I believe I have like seasons 1 through 9, I think it is. But come on, like, you know, messages from Matt Groening, the DVDs, like these were just like beautiful. And I know there was like a lot of like hate because people did not like the releases for like, you know, the heads. I kind of liked them, you know. I wasn't like that picky when I was like 18 years old or 16 years old, whatever it was when these came out. I always liked the heads. I think they're kind of cool, right? But I get it. You know, you want something flush with your collection. You don't want the plastic to break, which I know it does, right? But Simpsons, you got to have it if you're a collector. Still works today. And of course, this is like maybe one of my top 5 favorites. It's not even like really great. It's really only like a flex to myself that I like think about actively because of this exclusive box that Best Buy gave when you bought both Volume 1 and 2. So I bought Volume 1 and 2, and you got the box that collected it. I mean, I don't know if a lot of people like have this. If you do have this, please comment below. But I'm sure you could pick this up on eBay. Yeah, this was, again, it's not like a flex that I was like, oh man, look at guys, I have this. Like, no, this is just something, this is like one of those films that I saw like next to Pulp Fiction of Tarantino, like that I was like, wow, this is like what cinema is, right? So this is like, of course, one of my favorites that I've always meant to keep or aim to keep in as good a condition as I can. And all of these like movies, like everything in my collection, you know, on my shelves, I've had, right? And disc rot has never really been a thing. It's these have bounced around from 3 different houses to 3 different storage units. Disc rot has never been a factor, and you know, I have them today. As you can see, they work. You know, what more could you want from something in your own personal collection? I don't have to worry about are these going to be taken off of Amazon or Netflix. They're in my collection, but all of my favorites from the past 25 years. And there's many more that I wanted to show, but just for time, I wanted to show you like my top 5 or whatever this was, right? Top 5 from my collection. So let me know what you think of disc rot below. Let me know if you've ever experienced anything with it. What are your favorites that you've had, like your first movies that you ever bought on DVD? And thank you so much for watching. This is DevFlix. Peace.